Just ate a handful of blueberries, actually almost every day. I think it's absolutely crucial to feed our brain with the right nutrients. And I got asked once again in the comments and in the DMs, why are you doing so much health content these days? So I thought I'd do a quick video because it's crucial that you understand this. This vessel, this meat suit that we're wearing, if it's clogged up, if it blocks whatever you are, striving to do in your life, then you won't get anywhere. You have to be in balance. Your body needs to be in balance. You need to be detoxing continuously from heavy metals, from all these toxic compounds that we're exposed to. When you've never done it, you need to do a thorough cleanse in the beginning. And just look at it that way. We are energy, right? This is all flowing constantly, right? If there's any part that is not flowing correctly, you will run into problems. Which means if you run into problems, you will, get a lower output in life, right? If you are a high performer and you want to improve your high performance and you want to improve your output, then you just need to fix whatever is, blocking the system. And it can be anywhere, it can be any organ, it can be any, place, it can be lymph, it can be the lymphatic system, it can be, any organ, as I said. And so when we work on the mental, which is also crucial for addiction, the subconscious, the unconscious mind, then we also have to look at what is blocking the pathways, what is blocking the hormones, what is actually blocking, the pineal gland, because we want to find back to self. We want to get back into connection with ourself. And if we can't, fix the body, if we cannot open up the pathways, if we cannot open up the energy to flow freely again, we will never be sustainably free from whatever problem we have, right? If it's an addiction or if it's any other problem, any other health problem, it's all connected, okay? So that's why I talk about these topics all the time, because those are the basics. They're very high level basics, but they're the basics. If you don't work on them, you won't be successful with any of that stuff that, you strive to do. Because you will get dis-ease later on. It's just the way it is, right? The body, if it can't cleanse itself, if it can't detox itself, it will, basically look for other ways to expel these toxins, right? Let's say if you have a temperature, it's an intelligent system of the body to heat itself up, to excrete certain toxins and pathogens, whatever, needs to get out of the system, right? If you're coughing, if you're creating mucus, it's the body being intelligent enough to push out something that's not that doesn't belong, let's say, right? So, same with sneezing, same with, all these different ways of the body doing its thing, right? That's why also sauna is so crucial, going to the sauna twice a week at least, like it's doable, the detox baths that I, give to my clients and I recommend to my clients are absolutely crucial. I do 2 per week, sometimes 3, depending if I do a magnesium bath as well, but it's just part of the game, right? And so, again, if you want a brain that functions properly, you need a body that functions properly. If you want a body that functions properly, you need, a brain that functions properly. You need all the organs to function properly. You need all the glands to function properly. If you want proper hormone production, it's absolutely crucial that you detox from heavy metals, for example, right? So everything is affected by these compounds. Everything is affected by these toxins, right? That's why I repeat myself all the time. Doctors don't talk about this. Western medicine doesn't talk about this. Those are, glyphosate is fairly new on the market, right? Like we're exposed to this for 20 years, 25 years, at a larger scale. And it just fucks with your gut lining. Like that's where your immune system is laying, If your gut lining is fucked, if you have leaky gut, you will run into all kinds of diseases later. It's just the way it is, right? If you have an inflamed gut, you cannot absorb any nutrients properly, right? So what do you expect to happen? Like it's impossible that the supplements that you're taking end up where they're supposed to end up, because it's just inflamed. It just doesn't absorb anything, right? So as you see, it's all connected. We have to start from the basics and from the bottom and work ourselves up. And then, eventually we can work on the more complex things, such as the addictive tendencies, right? And then, we'll see how that translates into, you being, let's say, sustainably free from all these problems that you think that are problems, but they're actually not. It's all solvable. Be hopeful. It doesn't matter what you have, doesn't matter where you are at, where you want to go, it's all doable. And so, enjoy your end of the weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.